One cold, damp, misty morning, Peter Sam was taking a train of trucks up the line. The rails were wet from a storm the night before, and the trucks, being the stupid things they are, were quick to take full advantage of this.
We'll do it on a hill,
the trucks whispered amongst themselves. Peter Sam was oblivious to this as he crossed the old iron bridge. The bridge brought back some unpleasant memories from his past, and he was too distracted by these thoughts to notice the trucks snickering to themselves. As he began to climb the hill beyond the bridge, the trucks put their plan into action.
Hold back! Hold back!
And the trucks did just that. With a quick squeal of their brakes, the train screeched to a stop. Now, this was all the trucks had bargained for, but what they hadn't accounted for was the impact of the stop knocking the driver from the cab. They were even more unprepared for the driver clutching the reverser in an unsuccessful attempt to catch himself. The train suddenly began to reverse back down the hill.
Are you alright, Peter Sam?
Yes, at least I think so.
How on earth did you manage to get yourself uncoupled from your trucks?
I don't know. Guess I just got lucky.
I'll say, had you not broken free, they'd pulled you over with them. Come on, we've got to report this accident to the Thin Controller. I'd imagine he'll be none too pleased.
Alright then. Thank you, Fletch, but you didn't know me.
Those trucks are devils. Though I'm glad you're alright, Peter Sam. The trucks responsible were old and on their last leg anyway, so this accident today wasn't a major loss. Rest assured, this accident wasn't your fault, my dear engine. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Thank you, sir. And again, I'm really sorry about this.
It's alright. You've nothing to worry about. I must be off now. I've got to attend a meeting with the railway board to explain today's accident.
I've really done it this time.
Nonsense! The Thin Controller knows it wasn't your fault and isn't cross. You've got nothing to be sorry for.
I know, just a tad embarrassing is all. With all our losses lately, this is the last thing the railway needs.
I wouldn't worry about it. It was just a few trucks, and everyone knows it wasn't your fault. Well, almost everyone.
Fancy not securing your trucks on the hill. Their spirits will be back to drag you into the ravine with them, mark my words. Woo 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 woo!
I could have guessed that you would handle this in the most immature way possible, Duncan.
Immature? I'll tell you what's immature. Dropping your trucks off a bridge, that's what. You've had to cancel your search party train to help pull them out, and we've lost valuable goods.
The trucks were empty, Duncan. No goods were lost.
Even still, I'd imagine those poor trucks aren't too happy about their fate. Sleep with one eye open, Pete. You never know when they'll be coming back for you.
And who's to say you're not afraid of ghosts?
Ghosts? Things that go bump in the night? Rubbish.
Well, let me tell you an old railway legend that's sure to make your funnel quiver. A long time ago, A little engine was returning home. It was a misty, moonlit night. Suddenly, the engine lost control and plunged over the side into the swamps below. He was never found again, but many a workman will tell you that when the moon is full, they've seen the little engine trying to get home. But he never reaches the other side. So what did you think of that, Duncan?
Ha! Rubbish.
Ah well, it was worth a shot. Never mind him, Peter Sam. He'd be scared half to death if he really saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Everything alright?
I think so? Where exactly did you hear that story, Rusty?
I'm not entirely sure, if I'm being honest. I think it's just an old railway legend I probably overheard at some point.
I see.
Some days later, Duncan was tasked with taking coal trucks to the slate mines. He then had to collect loaded slate wagons from there and bring them back. The path to the old quarry crossed over the old iron bridge.
Stupid bridge. Haunted, is it? It's as tame as a pit rabbit.
But all the same, he kept thinking about Rusty's story. When dusk fell, he was keen to leave.
Come on, hurry up.
What's the rush, Duncan? I'd say you're a bit nervous if I didn't know any better.
What's there to be nervous about? Some blasphemous story made up to scare engines who don't know any better. I'm just concerned Scarlet will take my spot in the shed.
Well, we have to wait for our trucks to be loaded.
Though he tried his best to hide it, Duncan was beginning to feel dreadfully nervous. Night had fallen by the time Duncan's trucks were loaded, and he set off for home. The mists were rising around the old iron bridge. Duncan whistled as he approached the bridge, and the sound echoed everywhere. Then, ahead, Duncan saw the shadowy figure of an engine on the bridge.
It's the ghost! Take me back! Take me back! Please!
No, wait! I mean you no harm! I've only come to deliver a message! Be wary of the skinwalker!
When Duncan reached the safety of the quarry, he found an old shed to take shelter in.
What on earth was that?
I don't bloody know.
Well, whatever it was, we'll report it in the morning.
No! Didn't leave me here alone.
It's alright, Duncan. I'll be back in the morning. Just try and get some sleep.
Duncan closed his eyes tightly, but any attempt at sleep was in vain. He'd heard the engine calling out to him, but he'd rushed away too quickly to hear what it was saying. He hoped that, whatever he'd said, it wasn't anything too important. I'll be back in a while, Scarloey. Take care now.
You too, old friend.
Oh, and, don't worry about me. I'll be home before you know it.